Hi, welcome to my little channel. Today I'm going to be talking about house breaking and burglary. Now, what's house breaking? House breaking, first of all, is a universal offense, and the ingredients established the offense of house breaking is the same for burglary, and the statutes regulating them are different countries. Now, house breaking is when someone breaks into a building through the window, door, or passes a space or opening leading to the building or structure, which could be through the AC box, through the generator house, through the gateman's door, or something. As long as there's an opening leading to the building, that is a breaking. And in Nigeria, it's regulated by the Criminal Code and the Penal Code. Now, in section 410 of the Criminal Code, it says a person who breaks any part, whether external or internal, of a building or opens by unlocking, pulling, pushing, lifting, or any other means whatever, any door, window, shutter, cellar, flap, or other thing intended to close or cover an opening in a building or an opening giving passage from one part of the building to another is said to break the building. And then, at what point is someone said to have entered the house? Now, I should also mention that the Penal Code in section 346 talks about, also explains what house breaking is. So house breaking and burglary like go hand in hand, you know. So now it has been decided that even if it is just a limb of the criminal or the accused person that goes into the structure of the building, there's said to be an entry already. So there's said to be an entry in the house for house breaking. This was cited in the case of R versus Ekpesi. Ekpesi is spelled APESI, reported in 1961 WNLR at page 125. Now, the intention, the element of mens rea in this case, or the intent of the mind, is the mindset to steal, and it is sufficient to establish that there was merely a breaking and entry. That establishes the mens rea of this offense. That is the intention, the mens rea, the intention of the mind of the accused person to steal. Now, house breaking, where can someone be said to commit house breaking? House breaking can be committed in any structure, in an office, in a school, shop, dwelling house, and all that. So now we're moving on to the punishment for house breaking. Now, basically, I just explained what the ingredients are. The ingredients is the accessories. That it's okay to establish that even just the limb of the accused person entered into the house to commit a crime of house breaking and burglary, and then the fact that he intended to steal, because why would somebody just break into a building, right? So now I'm going to talk about the punishment. In section 411 of the Criminal Code, the punishment for house breaking. Now, house breaking, the timing depends, the punishment depends on what particular time the offense is actually committed. Now, in section 411 of the Criminal Code, if house breaking was committed in the daytime, the punishment is 14 years. And if the house breaking is committed at night, the punishment is life imprisonment. And then in the Penal Code, the punishment seem to vary a little and seem to be put together with other offenses like lurking around a house and trespass. And punishment is 14 years imprisonment with a fine at section 352 of the Penal Code, 354, 355 talks about 3 years imprisonment when a break-in is done at night. If you're just looking around, and then section 356, life imprisonment when a bodily hurt is committed. It's life imprisonment. If you are caught doing a house breaking in the Penal Code, it's life imprisonment, or any less term that shall be decided by the court. And then 357, punishable with also life imprisonment if bodily injury is caused to someone when done at night, if the trespass is done at night. So now I'm going to be moving on. Now, when it also comes to dwelling houses, there are different punishments. Now, in the criminal code, if you take your mind back, you'll find that the criminal code provides for punishment for trying to cause grievous bodily harm to someone. And even though it's not explicitly put here, and the penal code provides for life imprisonment when someone causes bodily harm or hurt to someone's body, that should be also applicable in the criminal code. So now I'm going to go further. In section 412 of the criminal code is 14 years imprisonment when someone breaks into a dwelling house, and it has been held that a dwelling house also includes a caravan, or like maybe something built that somebody stays in as residence. And that was decided in the case of R versus Rose, reported in 1965, QWN 35. Now, when you attempt to break into a building and to commit felony, it's 14 years imprisonment. If you intended to commit felony, now if you look at it, you see that the punishment vary. House breaking and burglary, if it's done in the daytime, 14 years imprisonment. At night, life imprisonment. So it doesn't really matter if the dwelling house or is a school or something. But section 412 says that entering into a dwelling house with intent to commit a felony is 14 years imprisonment. And 14 years imprisonment if done at night in a dwelling house, and 7 years imprisonment if done in the daytime. Now, breaking into and committing felony in a building is 14 years imprisonment. If it's a shop, office, or counting house, store, warehouse, schoolhouse, and all, it's 14 years imprisonment by section 413 of the criminal code. Breaking into building and then attempting to commit a felony by breaking into such buildings like house, school, and all that, churches and all that, is 7 years imprisonment. Attempts to commit, that's the intention to commit, is for a 7 years imprisonment by section 414 of the criminal code. Now, if you break into a church, there's a different punishment by section 415 of the criminal code, which is 14 years imprisonment. Then the intention to do that, to break into a church or worship place include mosque, church, and all that, section 415, 14 years imprisonment. The intention to do that in section 416 is 7 years imprisonment. Then if you're found armed with things that could cause house breaking and burglary, if one is found armed with things that could cause house breaking and burglary, the person is liable to a felony and is 3 years imprisonment. I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. And you notice that the cases are quite way back, but that's because I checked through some law reports and indexes, and I couldn't find very recent cases on house breaking and burglary. But I would encourage you to always listen to other videos from me and get abreast to the situation, so you can balance this out. Because when it comes to grievous bodily harms, there are punishments, and if in the course of armed robbery, for example, when you hurt someone and everything, it's death sentence or life imprisonment, depending on the situation and all that. So this could also be applicable, because if somebody breaks into a house in the night or at the daytime and caught with arms and everything, it could pass for an armed robbery or housebreaking. The difference between them is just very thin. Have a nice day. Until I see you again, please always watch my channel and have a nice time with yourself. Bye bye. God bless you.